don't rise to the occasion, we fall to the level of our training. And so something I've been discussing with some people is that there's some discomfort kind of throwing punches or being physical with other people. You know, obviously if you're in a dangerous situation, there's all sorts of discomfort, but even in here in a safe space where we're all opting to be here, it's a little awkward to be with somebody and to physically be interacting with them in this manner. If you guys could just give some suggestions, maybe some thought processes we can go through to work through that and get a little more comfortable with defending ourselves.
So, I think that it takes a lot of practice. I had never hit anything or anyone when I first started coming in. I think it takes a while, especially for people who did not grow up fighting or in contact sports, right? I grew up as a swimmer. The only thing I hit was the water. It took a while for me to get comfortable with people that I'd never met before to punch them. Now I am completely comfortable punching my friends.
Really comfortable with it.
So I think one, practice, but two, the kickboxing classes and just practicing on a bag really helped me learn some techniques that worked.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as women, a lot of us are raised to not be aggressive, to be nice and polite and courteous and accommodating towards people. So I feel like one that does help in terms of like shifting your mindset of thinking that if this person's trying to hurt me, it's on. When I was a kid, I was kind of picked on and bullied and like, I don't want to say like attacked, but like I had like a neighbor friend who he would like give me like these weird like arm locks and stuff and get me on the ground and like pull my hair and stuff. And like as an adult, like if I was talking to my little kid self, I'd be like, don't put up that shit. Like, don't let anybody treat you that way. Regardless, like there's no excuse for it. So for me, I kind of like remind myself how I would encourage my younger self to act in those situations. Also, it's that line in the sand. I'm an introvert, so I have a lot of internal stuff going on all the time. So I think a lot about various instances that could happen, various scenarios I might find myself in, and I kind of rehearse them a little bit. Right? We don't rise to the occasion, we fall to the level of our training, and I feel like being in here and training definitely helps kind of create that confidence in the skills.
I think that when we're training, we have to get comfortable hitting through the target and being comfortable with our training partners, that I know that if I'm working with Nikki, I'm not maybe going to go just full on and bam, hit her, but I do train myself. I don't train myself to do this and like kind of go off target, miss her face, because that doesn't help Nikki.
Doesn't help you.
Doesn't help me, because it doesn't help me, because then what if I am in a bad situation and somebody's attacking me and I have to hit them in the face and I go like this? I've trained myself to miss. That is not good. Training myself to do this and stopping short does not do me any good, because now I've trained myself to not defend myself. I've trained myself to be nice to the bad guy.
So another thing that I thought of when Miss Connie started talking was, as we train here, there's different levels of self-defense. One of the things that I think is really cool is you learn how to defend yourself against the bad guy, but you also learn how to defend yourself against people that just may be out of control and not necessarily a bad person. So there's different types of self-defense. There's the self-defense where you get away. There's self-defense where you put them down and then you get away. And there's some self-defense where you just contain them and get them help. So one of the things that I like about the things that we train here is it encompasses weapons. It encompasses keeping people safe while you're while you're protecting yourself. So lots of different options.
That was great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'll make one last comment. This is really important. So we talk about the self-defense mindset, and you're going to have to do something to defend yourself. We said you've got to think about it, make decisions before you're in that situation. But when you do it, you have to mean it. You have to mean it. So if you're gonna hit somebody, hit them. Don't do it nicely. So that's when we're in here saying to you guys, hit these pads, hit them.